A metronome and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home,
I forgot to get myself.
keep telling me to let
Cheap
me
yo.
Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Yeah, broadcast live. It's already here. This is what bad is. You do broadcast live. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tony C. Stop the point. Co-host today, Dr. Zhivago behind the glass vault. And here's the thing. Here's the thing, boys. I was almost a little excited yesterday when I heard this thing with the quartering was breaking, and I'm like, oh God, this is what thought we were on the precipice of, and let's go make some money. And there's another controversy, and then I tried to watch this podcast, and I was just like, it's not funny, and I'm all for making fun of the quartering, and it's completely it really takes a lot of his, he is a big baby, but it really takes a ton of his opinions and what he says out of context, not just for comedic purposes, but literally taking him out of context and making something else that he did. I'll try to differentiate the two, and I couldn't get through it, so I threw a video up on the other end, and I didn't even like the fucking video I did in the news channel, and I'm not watching it. If you want me to comment on it, there's a few things that I'll comment on. Go timestamp them, send them to me, either in here,
one of us, yeah.
or Doc or something, and I'd be happy to go over it because I'm here to disappoint you all.
I fell asleep in the first 2 minutes.
I'm here to. I can't even. I'm getting to the point where cut the music. I don't even want to joke. I'm getting to the point where I'm wondering if there's something wrong with this guy, and I don't say that as, what the hell's wrong with this guy with a jackass with a lolcow? I'm seriously starting to wonder. And, I mean, by the end of this thing, he takes another black guy to swing at a critic with? Really, how many times can this happen and be an accident? Like this. I mean, I can't imagine that if he had to do the Keemstar thing all over again, he would alter the etiquette situation. I don't believe that.
He would double down on it.
Well, clearly he did. But I mean,
triple down on it.
I gotta be. He's just dumb. Really? Is a guy that built this company, this Teddy Fresh company, his career on here, his sensible opinions, just stupid? He just woke up and I'm a retard. Or is there something? Does anybody find it bizarre that Hilla wasn't there? Did anybody think for a minute that she refused to do it because the numbers came in? That crossed my mind. No, I don't know for a fact. It's pure speculation. Everything's going to be speculation, so don't give me any fucking bullshit about that.
You want to hear my speculation why she wasn't there?
Why?
Actually, I think she helped write the script.
Maybe she wrote it, and
she was the video person.
And if that's the case, then they're both bad people, and they all get what they deserve. But I got to be honest with you, I didn't get in this. I mean, contrary to what Nerd City suggested a couple months ago, granted we're good now, I didn't get in this to fucking destroy people. I didn't get this. I'm not real big on punching down unless I feel like I'm kind of forced to answer like an allegation, maybe like something happened on Augie show a month or two ago. I really don't, and I don't like the idea of beating on somebody who's not in control. I'm not going to stand over a guy without legs and laugh at him for not being able to walk. I can't do it. And I think a lot of you are going to be disappointed. I'm kind of going the FouseyTube direction like I did 2 years ago. I'm wondering if he's ill. And the reason I'm saying that is look at all these things. If his YouTube channel doesn't float, that company doesn't float. That's why Jeffree Star protects his shit so much. Oh, he's a billionaire. He doesn't need YouTube. Yes, they do. Because you're wearing them. And I don't like the idea. I don't know about you. of this company going down the toilet, H3H3 Productions going down the toilet, the podcast going down the toilet, and lots of people losing their jobs that had nothing to do with these drama decisions. I don't like that. There's no joy in that. I take none, zero, zip. I am being as serious as a heart attack right now. I'm trying to lift the curtain a little bit. I'm trying not to be obnoxious Tommy C. I am asking the question, is this guy sick? And is it not getting to the point where it's not funny? Because he is, and I can't believe she can't see it, because I always saw her as the smart of the
That's
two.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
I think most of us do. And, like, look what he's risking here. Does he deserve it? Yeah, probably. If he's not sick, he does. Yeah, and I understand he has Tourette's. I know he's struggled with depression, but this is way deeper than that, if I'm right.
This is deeper than that, yeah.
I think it's like a mental or something.
This is mental. It's either an ego thing.
Is it cancer? Is there cancer in her brain? Because it's not funny. The first thing this fucker says, and at first, I mean, typically, this would be like, wow, look at this hypocrisy, ba, ba, ba. Yeah, this is crazy hypocrisy. Ha, 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 doc. This is great. Look at this shit. Oh, fuck, I forgot to put it in. No, wrong one. But I know, I just fucked that one up. But I am trying to be serious here. I'm not attacking him. I will. I'm not telling people they shouldn't attack him or what have you, but I guess I was wrong about Etika, and I guess I don't want it twice. I thought Etika was trolling everybody, and it was an innocent fucking misjudgment.
I'm pretty sure all of us did.
Something Dave didn't.
No, I'm saying the first time. The second time, I didn't think it was a troll.
Hey, the quarter, can you timestamp me where I insulted your wife? First of all, why would you ask for a timestamp? You know, and just the fact that the first minute you insulted his wife and said he was a freeloader. Now, I'm not going to get into why you should insult somebody's wife, especially somebody who's not a public figure, somebody who hasn't put themselves out there or anything like that. But the first minute he insults his wife, the very first minute, is it because that, you know, Leafy and I've crossed the line in this area too, so I'm not bashing on the both of them. Leaving Keemstar with fucking Gila has just like spun him out of control so much. He feels so helpless that he's just subconsciously doing this. I don't know. He insults that woman in the first minute. I will apologize and remove it from the video. It's the first minute. Why would you go after her? She's made no political statements. None. Zero. Zip. And, by the way, this is a guy. And here's another weird thing. Like, he is kind of a reverse SJW. I think that's a fair criticism, but I don't get that from his content. I get that from his behavior. I'm never going on Twitter again when things get a little hot. Doing some of the same things he complains about. Not necessarily from his. He said he was an SJW from his opinions. And honestly, the most disgusting thing, by using Chadwick Boseman as a weapon. I guess, thanks, Scott. Ethan is 125% wrong. I get it wrong. I'm a liberal from Rhode Island. Ethan is so nasty when he's mad. P.S. I stopped watching A3 to accepted blackface, shaking his fucking head. Well,
no, I just did a little experiment, and I went and looked at the beginning of the video. It's still there. He still mentions his wife. He didn't take it out.
How did he not remember that?
It's a minute and 24 seconds in.
I was right.
Yes, he is the first thing.
I recalled that myself. I couldn't even get through the whole thing. That guy performed it. Now, I don't remember everything I say and perform. But if I'm going to take a swing at somebody's wife, I'm sure as fuck going to remember it. Because that means I'm mad. Blind mad. Ethan, I appreciate the free promotion, the concern about my dick size, my sex life, the lineage of my family. The video is deflammatory and desperate. You and I both know if you were someone else, you would be a creator harassment strike. You know, I really would appreciate, Jeremy, if you stop talking about creator and creator harassment, even if you are technically the victim of it. It's a little tough to fucking speak out against it and say you're a victim of it at the same time. I understand what you're doing. You're just pointing out the hypocrisy, but it's not helping. Thank you. Where did I selfie your wife, though? I'd like to apologize to her and remove it. That's so weird. Why would you commit to something like this? Maybe Gila wrote it. Women hate each other.
That's just true. You can live in a multi-million-dollar house and still be a complete moron.
Yeah. I guess, but
anybody can make it.
Is he really a moron? I know he's been acting ever since the virus. I've seen a dramatic change
Dude,
in his
he's
personality.
lost his mind.
So, is this funny anymore? Does he deserve what he gets anymore? Other people are going to lose because he's out of control.
Remember how everybody was freaking out last night because it came out and it said members only? And
Yeah.
everybody's like, oh, man, we're going to have to wait till tomorrow. You know what I think? He probably didn't get him as many members as he thought he was to watch that video. So he was like, all right, let's release it after. Let's just do it for tonight. What's the
percentage rate on that, by the way?
They said he is dropping so fast with memberships because he promised them to do private streams and he does them live, but only members can chat.
65. That's an improvement from yesterday. 65% approval rating on H3 podcast on a guy that is controversial, that is not universally liked. There's even guys on, like, if you want to say that I'm right wing or whatever, somebody leans towards that. We don't even like him all that much. I will give this to Quartering, though. I will give this to the Quartering, though. He does go out of his way to help people, and he does it when he's not in trouble. And what I mean by that is the Dankula Augie getting the monetization back, because that seemed like he was under fucking pressure when it came to things like football.
Hey, Tommy, somebody sent in chat, they sent a bunch of timestamps. Do you want me to send it to you?
I'm guessing those were the times the wife was mentioned.
Sure.
It starts 120, so that's
okay. Let me get this. Okay, do I block? I'm
who's-
going to start blocking the fucking. This got no ads on it, strangely enough. I'm going to turn the ad thing off so we don't get the shit on this. I got an ad. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How the fuck?
Einführung in den Handel mit Teilen.
How the fuck?
Another one.
Whatever. I gotta turn that off. Whatever. Includes paid promotion. Okay, give me the first one.
What do you want to...
No, give me the number. Just give me a number. Anything.
It's 120. So minute 20.
120. And I don't think it's so bad calling his wife a freeloader, but it doesn't make much sense because we don't know that. We've never heard that before. In fact, I've heard she works. So here we go.
Troops in your house in the Third Amendment or something.
That's not what he's referring to, is it? Hey, I'm going to stay in your house, y'all. I'm going to freeload in your house. Maybe to his wife, that's what it refers to.
I find that so weird. And for somebody who's been, look, I think the Leafy H3 thing, I've even fucking said maybe the horse, I know engaged in that, may be going too far. And she's a public figure, so she gets what she gets. But, like, weird. Where's another one?
Another one with, the second one's 5550.
5550, all right.
I'm not sure exactly what this
He's in the basement of his house. His wife has partitioned him to the basement. His wife cucked him for some pizza, and he's just taking it in the basement, and he's so embarrassed. He won't go upstairs to use the toilet. He's peeing in a drain in the basement. And this guy calls people cucks. Do you think that it's urine or soy coming out of his penis?
In my basement.
It's not funny, but I think that's just a joke. He says his wife.
And the next one's 5647.
What's with his wife? She's not bad. Let me ask you something.
A lot of mention of it.
Yeah, see. I've never looked this up right now. I've heard about this. Maybe I shouldn't do this, but fuck it. Hold on.
Maybe do it hidden. Maybe do it hidden.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the second one. I don't know. Does he church over a year ago on Reddit? If he put something? I think
that's on his Twitter because the quartering on Twitter outs. Yeah, I think that's on
Twitter. Then I could show it. Okay. She is a very good-looking woman. She's very attractive. Is it jealous? Is it jealousy?
No, I think he's just
Out to
doesn't
dinner
know how
with
to
my
talk
fake
shit
wife
properly.
paid for my fake job. I know what that feels like. She's a nice looking girl. We'll leave it at that. All right. Well, let's actually go back here. It's just
That's a lot of money, I guess.
Is
for a
this
person of
jealousy?
color.
It'd be funny if Hillary leaves H3 and Keem holds her up in a whatever. You guys are fucking horrible, and I can't expect any less. I can't do it. I'm worried about the guy. I'm really saying it. I'm not joking around. I'm not trying to do this thing. I wonder if this guy's fucking mentally ill. I wonder if this is self-destructive and he's going down the drain. I don't want him to go down the drain. I like him to be humbled. And here's the thing. You can't humble this man. You cannot humble this man. He's beyond that. He's beyond that. He can't look at a situation like, maybe I shouldn't bring up this sponsorship tape because it might end up cutting off my own dick. You know, as much as I hated Keemstar back in the day and wanted to get him and make him look foolish, I didn't want to end my show over it. Does that make sense? It's logical. I'm not off my fucking rocker, some would say. You know, I mean, it's... Are you guys seeing what I'm saying here?
I get you, yeah.
Yeah, it's just how much he's trying to destroy himself.
I take no joy in that. I'm not kidding. Who does this to themselves? Who puts their employees in this kind of danger? And I'm like, because he made a video. I can hear the fucking HR because he made a video on your fucking buddy. No, because it's not working. It's not working. I don't know. So much. I mean, he uses. Look. And I remember when he did this thing on Black Panther. You got to remember the Black Panther thing that really kind of ticked a lot of people off and ticked me off as well. The thing is, what he was talking about, and it's something I've come to the conclusion. I remember I went to the St. Patrick's Day parade, and I started to believe. And by the way, this is my opinion, and Jeremy's opinion. First, do you think that Ethan has found Keem's beard? Stop.
Jesus Christ.
All right. I'm going to try not to lock it. That's the problem. Here's the problem, folks. Remember this. Kids, I want you to remember this. When you're a goofball like me, no one will ever take you fucking seriously. So here's what I'm going to do. Shh, come here close. I'm going to try to be a human being for a change. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try. And no matter how much you talk about horse face sucking off the gnome, I'm going to let it roll off my back and continue my narrative, okay? So don't end up like me, YouTuber. Be like Alex, a total fucking phony, and fuck over your friends. All right? Yeah, there you go.
Neighbor.
But I don't take any joy in this. This is not that interesting. Literally, this thing was dead on arrival. I think the quartering at first was mad. I saw his typical passive-aggressive response in his video prior to this thing dropping. He made references to the wife thing with Keemstar. He made reference to everything that he could get in that typical passive-aggressive, even the classic Jeremy way to open up. I really wasn't going to make this video, but I thought maybe I should make this video, said every person he wanted to counterattack ever. But you know what? In fairness to Jeremy, I might feel a little obligated to fight with somebody who talks about my wife. I might. I think that's fair. All right. I think I might use my platform to defend my woman. I might. There's some things I've ignored. My wife's already been attacked. She doesn't even know how many times she's been attacked. And that's how we roll over here. So, yeah, I get it where he's coming from. The thing is, the difference between is I'm fucking outwardly, overtly aggressive, and Jeremy is passive aggressive, and that's just a personality trait. Like how? Like another black guy that's not cold in the dirt? Like really? And here's what you do. What he was talking about. Let me get back to my point before. What he was talking about is I went to St. Patrick's Day parade, and I started to realize this is bullshit. All right. Look, I'm proud of my Irish heritage, right? I know what, I'm taking the George Carlin route. The older I get, the more I get like George Carlin. I'm happy to be Irish. I'm not proud because I had nothing to fucking do with it. All right. And I started to realize that the Irish parade is really a political thing for the cops in New York. And then I started reading back in history that the parades were really used to let the city know that we're Irish, we're here, and you're not going to fucking sit us along because we're policing this fucking place. It's a political move. Look, it was a good time. I had fun. I took my Italian girlfriend. She fucking loved it. It was a blast. I wouldn't take it back. But I started to realize self-ethnic worship is unhealthy. And I started looking at totalitarian regimes throughout history, like the Third Reich and Soviet Union, all obsessed with race and class. And I think that is all that he was saying when he said he would never go see a movie just because there was a white lead. Now, I understand the relationship of the United States with black Americans is much different than the country, and that's understandable. And I don't think there's anything wrong with rooting for Conor McGregor because my relatives descend from the same island. I don't think there's anything wrong with a little black kid having a superhero, Black Panther, and Chadwick Boseman is a probably much better person to emulate than Black Panther was ever. I get that, but that's not what he was saying. He was talking about, and you don't understand the nuance. Not to be obsessed with ethnicity, it goes down an ugly road. That's what he was saying. And what did you do? What did you do? You pulled pictures of crying fucking black kids. Like, this is the most repulsive thing I've ever seen. I want you to watch it again.
Chadwick Boseman's untimely and tragic death, the guy who played Black Panther. This happened in September, and I hope that the quartering can visit each and every one of these kids' houses to tell them how stupid it is.
Like he even suggested for a minute that it was stupid for little black kids. What a piece of shit. So he did it once. He did it twice. And I think, is he really that big a piece of shit? Or is he unchanged? Is there a chemical in his brains? And by the way, I've seen people suffer from this stuff that is making him do things that are completely and totally irrational. Why do I think that? I think of 2017 and 18 Ethan, a well-balanced guy. This sounds like a guy that's office medicine. He had to ask the cornering, where did I insult your wife? I'm starting to think he's crazy. You know, Dankula made a good point about Amos Yee, the guy that was, who I believe stupidly was trolling as being a defender of pedophiles. You might have seen it. Augie did a report on it. Well, Dankula said he never believed that bullshit. You know why? And I didn't know this. He lost his Patreon, his Twitter, his YouTube channel, his everything. With that, that's one committed fucking troll. So I'm starting to think the same thing. Maybe he's sick. Not that he's a pedophile, obviously, but not that he's sick. Because who would do that shit? Who would express it, even though it's destroying their way to earn a living, their livelihood? Now I'm starting to think the guy's mentally ill. Now, yes, you can all fucking throw your tomatoes at me and go, fuck you. I came here to watch that Jew get fucking goofed on. I feel bad for him. And I feel bad for absolutely anybody that's going to be destroyed in his wake. I do. I have deep, deep empathy. This isn't normal.
That they care about this guy because of his skin color.
By the way, I'm more angry at the other fucking idiots who are probably just sucking Ethan off for a goddamn job and a fucking money to say, hey, this might be going too far, man.
You know? Here, I'll try to collect addresses.
It's all dumb.
Yeah, I want you to go tell all these kids how dumb they are for caring. You know?
Dumb.
Yeah, dumb. Look at all these idiots caring about Black Panther.
And by the way, I have no problem with the sound effect. It's all dumb in the background. We do that all the time. We've done it to Keem a million times. That's how I'm talking. I have a problem with showing these kids and saying that Jeremy is so insensitive and kind of, wink, wink, he's racist, that these kids' feelings don't matter. That's the imagery is what bothers me, not the radio trick. We do that all the time, right, Vago? I mean, we've done it all the time. Well, we've done it all the time. It's a goof. I understand this is a joke at some level, but it's also like we're also showing actual people.
Crazy that they even care. It's pathetic. Look at this kid who made a tribute. By the way, this was a great one. That go ahead, Jeremy. What do you think about this kid here paying tribute to the Black Panther?
Dumb.
Right. I think it's really touching, and I think it really shows how much.
I'll tell you what's fucking dumb. Looking at your fucking skin all the time and thinking how
That's a lot
great
of
you
money,
fucking
I
are.
guess, for a
That's
person of
fucking
color.
dumb. And that's not what that is. Those are kids. Hey, that guy looks like me. He's a superhero. White kids do it too. Hey, that guy's fucking Italian. He's a superhero. Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. But that's not what Jeremy's talking about. Using black children, dead black men, cancer victims, suicide victims. Is there no depth that you won't go to get back at a critic? He made a couple fucking videos on you criticizing you, and instead of addressing his criticisms about you, we'll talk about how many Brie Larson videos he made. Guess what? He made too many. Everybody knows it. He's a big SJW. He can't take criticism. And you go this route. It's almost identical to the fucking content nuke. There's a million things you could have come to people. You could have came to Nick and I prior to putting that out, and we could have gave you the whole thing and made 10 times better video, and you'll look like a superstar and probably have done more damage. But no, we bring G Fuel into it. Nick and I would have been able to say, leave G Fuel out. No, because I don't think anybody tells Ethan Klein no, or at least they don't anymore. They don't anymore. Is this just like a Michael Jackson fucking superstar thing where you just get to a certain point of YouTube fame and you're like in a bubble?
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a
this
person
Hollywood
of color.
bubble. You know what that bubble looks like when it breaks? Who's that fucking idiot that was in? We're talking about. I can't remember his goddamn name. Good Will Hunting, but not the main. Not Matt Damon. His friend. Ben Affleck. Here's what it looks like when your bubble.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah, bubble breaks. Go back about 6-7 years ago and watch Bill Maher and watch Ben Affleck go up against Steve Harris. Ben Affleck is, hey, Mr. Affleck, that's a pretty good fucking idea. I never looked at it. Scrubby, thanks so much. PewDiePie just got shadow banned. We're going to be check for a news video on that soon. We got that coming. It's in the tank, I promise you, Scrubby. Thanks so much for your generous donation today. And that's
I just got a tip. 50 minutes, 30 seconds. Listen to this genius and what he has to say.
50 minutes, 30 seconds. I mean, I'm getting sick to say what a horrible... You know, I'm sick of grandstanding. Because, like, this is already done. Why am I getting ads when I fucking took the ad thing off? All right.
I don't know.
Block the ads. Oh, okay.
Country. And I will tell you guys
30
that
seconds
we have
said?
about... How much time does it say there? I can't see it.
22 years.
Oh, 22 years.
50, 30.
About 23 years until that happens, so... Don't worry, Jeremy. You still have a full life ahead of you.
Yeah. So after this whole crazy situation, if we move on to slide 18, the quartering was also banned from Gen Con. Gen Con is a large tabletop gaming convention. He was banned for getting in a physical altercation with another attendee.
No,
and
that's not true. He actually was
got
attacked unprovoked at a bar that had absolutely nothing to do with it. Now, I don't like the way he handled it. Fuck Scrubby, I donated that 25 minutes ago. Sorry, Miss Cleo. Call me now.
And it wasn't even on the side of the convention. It was at a bar.
It wasn't a bar. He literally walked up to me, hey, are you Jeremy Hanley? And he went, bow! Yep. Let's see how this goes.
Also, he was accused of harassing other people in Gen Con as well.
That's
online.
a lot of money, I guess.
So he's not only banned from Magic the Gathering for life, he's banned from Gen Con for life.
Correct.
Thanks so much, Scott.
Fantastic. I mean, I don't know anyone that's banned from any events, let alone two.
Like, I had a little argument with Nick yesterday. They're saying, well, he's trying to make him out to be a white supremacist. Some of that was like radio jokes that we do. I couldn't get it. Yeah, it's like deliberately over the top, out of context. I'm not going to fucking, I'm not going to get on every Ethan bandwagon that's available that's leaving to New York and at 2:15. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't necessarily agree with that. But, yeah, it does seem kind of fucking low. And it's so out of the realm of what we've come to know about Ethan, and this is something that Keepstar would do on a Drama Alert. Leave out that part. I guess you can't talk about the guy that beat his ass fucking had a goddamn dress on. We've been talking about it and laughing, but we're allowed to laugh at that stuff because we're not liberals.
You know.
Well, do you know anyone that's defended Weinstein? Because he did.
Nope. Not one.
Okay, well, moving on. There's a little video I have for you right here where Jeremy is defending Harvey Weinstein.
Let me see.
Oh, is this a picture of him and Harvey together? I didn't know they were friends.
Best buds.
They look really happy together.
Well, I'm sure somebody.
Maybe that's how he has the intel on Magic the Gathering's pedophile ring that he was.
Yeah.
They had.
I happen to know they've been harboring pedophiles. I'm one of them.
Puts his views on.
Rocky with fuck that guy who's laughing in the background. It's not funny. Well, that's what he gets paid for. People fucking made fun of me for doing that. Whatever. Job pays.
No,
the
next donation. It hasn't come through yet, but super chat.
But in an interview he said with The Independent that he was so bored of talking about film. Instead, he turned discussions towards his views that Harvey Weinstein and alleged victims are adults who made choices. I think he's talking about the women.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
Actually chose to sleep with him.
Color.
Was the Kentucky Derby yesterday? Is that why the little Keem could be heard running around in the background at some point? Oh, that's awful. Dear fucking the crew, dude. Yeah, all right, you're gonna fuck it. There's no way to do the show legit, even when I'm feeling in a legit mood. I'm sorry. It'll always be.
Can't beat them.
It'll always be fucked up.
It happens.
Yep.
All right. Instead, he turned the discussion towards hiding white adults who made choices. There's some people willingly slept with that fucking weirdo and said he's tired as a white male. He said as a white male of being blamed for everything that is wrong with the world. Did he say that I'm tired of hearing white guys being blamed for everything that's wrong with the world? I'm tired of hearing that. I don't think that's a supremacist thing. What if I'm not tired? If I want to hear more, that makes me like love black people any more or less. Fuck.
Mr. Weinstein. Alleged victims, and that adults who made choices, and why he's tired as a white man for being blamed for everything that's wrong with the world.
Round of applause for Harvey.
Wait a minute. Harvey said that? What year was this? It's pretty
That's
fucking.
What I'm wondering.
Yeah, no context.
Out of context.
Yeah, it's out of context.
I don't really know what he's talking
Word
about.
of talking
so
about failed discussion showed Hollywood's alleged victims.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
Is this before 2017?
Maybe. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
As a white man for being blamed for everything that's wrong with the world.
Round of applause.
Is that sticking up for Harvey Weinstein, or rather a statement he made? Because if Adolf Hitler told me that collies make great pets, I'd be like, they're the best dogs in the whole world.
Applause for Harvey.
These were ambitious adults. There are how many victims in Harvey's life, and I feel sympathy for them. But Hollywood is full of very ambitious people who are adults, and they make choices. If you read between the lines here, what he's saying is people knew what they were getting into when they serviced the man, and they either...
I'm pretty sure he's accused of rape. Like, I think there's two issues here that he's not addressing. It's like, yeah.
What do you mean what he's not addressing? I don't even know the context to this.
Yeah.
Like, who knows the context to this?
Not me.
If fucking Jeremy said Harvey Weinstein's a good guy, fuck him. All right, fuck him right in his fucking fat beard. All right, but I don't trust you. I don't trust you. Does anybody else have a hard-on for a number? Is anybody like writing a number in the chat that they absolutely have to hear? What a fucking weirdo. Tomatoes. Why am I getting tomatoed?
We said earlier.
Oh, you like
throwing
that?
Tomatoes.
Throwing tomatoes out, yeah.
Yeah.
So, somebody in the game stream today came in and said, Ethan was on Twitter. He just called you a Nazi. I was like, he did, that motherfucker. I was really mad, and the guy was fucking with me.
And that's on moms.
He's just fucking with me. So I don't know. There's a part of me that wants to say, like, how many times can I point out what a fucking hypocrite this guy is? How many times can I point out what a douchebag, how he has no self-awareness, how he does almost exactly what he accuses people of? How many times can I do that? At what point where it just gets boring, we just go, hey, all right, fine. Maybe the fact that, all right, I got about 300 more people in here than I normally do. Maybe I just eat it next time. Maybe. Because this is ridiculous.
Right, we got 2 more timestamps. 107.
A good one. Wow. I might do this again because there's a lot of these fucking videos I just don't care about that people want me to review. You have no idea what a headache this is. One of my dads is black and gay. What year was this? 2019. Do you know?
It was a joke.
It's a joke. You know, like when you call them a white supremacist? It's a joke.
Black and gay. Is your other dad gay as well? I hope so. That'd be weird.
Make you gay?
Oh, is that it?
Hey, Vito's like a professional. Vito's done stand-up. I saw him in there. Like, what is the quality comedy-wise? Like, where is this? At the top being like, I don't know, like Carlin, 8 being like a Bill Burr, 5 being like a Geechee guy, and a 1 being on anybody that's on a fucking sitcom.
Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer. Where does this fit in comedy's roles? I'm mildly interested, Vito.
Do you want to pull him up?
This video for 2-hour nightmare.
Well, because
Vito's really funny. Vito could write a fucking monologue. Where's
he's in there. Do you want me to pull him up?
He's in there. Pull him up. Pull him up.
What up, Vito?
Yeah, Vito. One of the things you could write a 2-hour fucking monologue on Star Wars, and I'll watch the whole fucking thing. Like, I mean, a year after that stupid movie come out, yeah, fucking Vito, it's fucking funny. Yeah, I don't know how you do it. You're a really, really talented guy in that area. Did you never find H3 funny, and then now we're all seeing it, or was he a funny guy in his own way, or talented, and it just fell apart? What's going on here? I consider you more.
That's always been the funny thing for me is like a guy who's like into like actual comedy. You know, like I'm in LA, like I have the opportunity to go see comedians and hang out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I consider you. I'm a YouTuber. You tried to. You've done it both the YouTube way and the more traditional way too. So I value your opinion. Is what I'm saying. Yeah.
But like when I first started doing YouTube, people were like, "Do you like this guy H3H3?" And I was like, I have no idea who he is. Like literally, like he's one of the biggest YouTubers, and I'm like, okay, well, nobody, like I've never heard of him. I'm in like comedy communities. I've never heard of this guy. Like it's such a different sphere.
Sure, it is.
And then when I tried to check out his stuff, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I guess this is like funny for the internet or something, but it's not like top notch. I mean, I don't know. He pumps out so much content. Maybe you run dry at a certain point, but I couldn't sit down and
watch is such a thing as what's internet funny and what's out there. Right. What is that? What is that? The Cumcast or the what Javago? What was that?
Cumtown?
Those guys are amazing.
Cumtown.
I could never do that. They're amazing. I could never do that. Those guys are gifted, talented, they're trained, they know what the fuck they're doing. You know, I'm just trying to project what I think was funny about hanging out with my fucking friends in high school in the Army and trying to sell that. That's what I've been trying to do with a little bit of influence of Howard Stern. All right. Those guys
I mean, internet funny
are amazing.
It's good.
The internet funny can be good, but Bill Burr funny, trained comic funny, that's a whole different realm, Yeah.
That's kind of, I don't follow H3H3 too closely, but it kind of feels like that's his, he wants to be comedy club funny. Like he's talked about wanting to do stand-up.
Too late.
He wants to have Bill Burr come on his show, and he wants to be respected as this great comedian. And I'm like, look, man, like internet drama is funny, but it doesn't, like, I can't go to your grandma and show her this video. She's gonna have no idea what's going on.
No, it doesn't reach
niche appeal.
It's niche. Internet comedy's niche in a lot of ways, is what you're saying. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And you
have to know what's going on, with all the different players and the different aspects and the memes and whatever else. And but I will say, man, I'm trying to watch this video and I'm like, dunking on the quartering should be the easiest thing.
I know. Nick made a great video on the quartering.
When I stream all the time. Yeah.
Jesus.
And I don't know how he's like making the worst. I forget exactly what he was saying, but I'm like, man, this is the best you can wring out of the quartering.
He's
like,
kind of
that should be a gold mine for freaking roasting.
Oh God! I mean, how self-righteous he is, his fucking look, but you can't really do the look. I guess Ethan could do the look because he knows Susan. But let's not get into that. What do you think of my theory that maybe we're punching down in the sense from his mental faculties, or am I going too far? I'm starting to worry because this is going to have a profound effect on everything else he does. I like to see people with YouTube drama. One of the greatest things about it is to watch somebody just get humbled right in their tracks. That's not happening here, no matter what failures are in front of him. It seems to be getting worse. And, you know, the old saying, do the same thing over and over, get a different result, this definition of insanity. I think there's some truth to that, I guess. I'm not a doctor. And this looks a lot like that. Am I off? Tell me if I'm being 100% honest with me.
You're talking about Ethan, just like
like maybe we're goofing on Ethan and it's wrong because he's sick. Like there's something spinning out of control here.
I think he is a profoundly sad individual.
How?
Like I said, I feel like Ethan has this success, and rather than be like, I'm in a position of success, I can elevate other creators. You know, I don't have to try to destroy people's careers. I've made it. I'm a millionaire. You know, I'm at a position, he could be creating whole channels and, you know, propping people up, but he's stuck in this weird high school mentality of, you know, everybody's out to get me, so I'm going to get them first. I'm going to sick my audience.
But only within the last, 10 months. He wasn't like this 2 years ago. He went on Baited with me and talked about like how he pulled back and didn't do a video on Leafy and that they don't answer every single critic and they try not to go that low because, look, I go that low all the time. That's what I do. But I understand what he was saying to me at the time. If you go that low, you could never come back. He was conscious of what he's doing now would hurt his product, his image, his brand. Not in 2016. What happened between then and now? So I start to think he's crazy.
Yeah.
You know? He told me that. Like I was in the call. He told me that. It rings in my head. Yeah, I can't go that because I think I said something. Like, why don't you fight back? Because here's the thing: we got a bunch of stuff going on at H3 Productions. We want to call other people out, right a lot of wrongs, and if we're sitting there slinging the mud, we can't do that. He said something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing, of course. And this is not good. You know, I don't know.
I think that, I mean, when I see Ethan doing his videos and his podcasts and whatever else, I mean, do you get the feeling that this is a happy, content person? He seems miserable.
I would have said 2 years ago I thought he was just fine. And I would have said 2 years ago that he got shit that he didn't deserve, and I wondered out loud if there was a touch of anti-Semitism about the hate towards him. And I've seen some of the anti-Semitic tweet, which I think is obviously outrageous and unfair. But the type of people he's pissing off now has nothing to do with anti-Semitism. This has everything to do with a complete lack of self-awareness, a lack of caring about other creators on the platform, a lack of remembering what it took and how lucky you were to be found by JonTron to build this empire that you built. That's what's pissing people off.
Yeah.
I feel like he has not put into perspective where he is in the landscape of things. And you can't be on top forever is one thing I think Ethan needs to realize. You were like everybody's favorite guy, and that lasts, you know, a year or two, and now, okay, other guys are coming up, and maybe you don't agree with their opinions or whatever else, but it's not your job, I don't know, to police this thing.
That's the way he's been doing it. And he can't
force everybody. He wants everybody to love him, and he thinks that the reason people don't love him is that there's these other personalities that are, you know, making this content he doesn't agree with, and it's his job to set them straight. So everybody knows he's the moral backbone of the whole
thing. He's not even 40
like,
fucking years old. I used to listen to Stern when he's in 30s and 40s. And all these guys in their 70s that maybe used to have the Tonight Show before Carson would bitch about Stern and bitch about young comedians and Sam Kinison and all those type of guys. And everybody would go, fuck you. This guy's not even 30, 40 years old, and he sounds like Rip Torn in fucking 1983. You know? I mean,
it's just very bizarre, and it's I don't know if does he need the drama in his life? Is there nothing else in his life he needs? The hate?
I think
he needs
just,
the controversy.
I think there's something wrong, and I'm not saying this to be a wise ass. Get help. You really probably got to get checked up from the neck up. And I'm not. See, I can't say anything without being a wise ass. I'm incapable. I'm from New Jersey, but I really think he should maybe take a look at that. All right, like see. God damn.
Yeah.
You know, the guy.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Sorry, we go one last timestamp from
one
verse.
last timestamp. Well, let's watch it with Vito. We should come over and do shows from time to time.
They're gonna fuck it.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
I'm on this.
155-42.
155-42. We're already there.
Perfect.
Or is it just for this thread? Yeah, he continued.
No, 155.
No, yeah, 155.
Oh, you idiot. You fell for that. When it's the end of the video, you moron. Here we are.
Scumbag.
Here we are, you stupid ass.
It's fucking fuck you versus you fucking piece of shit. So fucking dope. I'm never gonna play video.
Why do you think whenever you message me saying, "Do you want me to say it or should I say it?"
You tried to interrupt me and Vito. You tried to interrupt me and Vito because you got trolled by Verse for the 1,000th time. Is the camel shit so stinky you can't fucking think over there? Whatever godforsaken country you're from. Oh my god!
You're supposed to watch the video, Vault.
I'm fucking busy with college. Scumbag.
We got you.
Fuck yourself.
Good one first. That was the best reaction we ever got. I'm fucking in college. I'm gonna put it on a T-shirt. I'm gonna get a guy on a camel. Like I'm gonna give you a chic hat and like I don't know. What's a T-shirt like that everybody wears now, or like one of those Hollywood fuckboys? I'm gonna put one of those shirts on you, and I'm gonna have your books in your hand. I'm in fucking college. That's what it's gonna say. Shit. All right, Vito, you got anything else?
Nah, man. Just hey, keep it going.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate you coming on, and I do value your opinion. Except on politics.
We'll talk about Neo Geo sometime.
yeah. Are you getting that thing? Are you gonna get that thing?
I'm on the edge, man.
Oh, really?
I'm thinking about it. No, probably not. I don't have any room in I have a small California apartment. I probably can't get one. You got room for all those arcade one-ups behind you.
I'm out of room now. I'm debating. Well, actually, I really fucked myself. You know what I did? I chinched out and I bought an Oculus Rift S, and I got scammed because I'm fucking cheap as fuck. Yeah, I got scammed and I lost the money. My wife's fucking fighting for it right now because we did it through a German bank. And it's my fault because I just had to get it fucking $100 cheaper. So I got
I hear that.
Well, good luck. I had to. I could like first it's like fucking $400 on Amazon. I'm like, I gotta get it for fucking $323.
Yeah.
So and now I'm out fucking $323. Yeah.
I just wanted to come in real quick and rub it in your face. I was right, you were wrong. It was a
all right, thanks. Write more jokes.
Like Ahmed's Bargain Discount Basement.tv is the place to get all my electronics.
No, I think I went to Ching Chong Ling Long's fucking internet store. That's what it was.
That's how they get you. All right, have fun, guys.
Bye bye.
Right, man.
Vito,
you
got more time stamps.
Could you put Vito's channel in the chat because he really is a funny, talented guy. Very funny, talented guy. All right, Blitz Calls. Here's the deal. One statement. It's gonna be tough for Diva. One thing and go, and then we're done because I'm calling this early. We got some stuff brewing. Diva, Blitz call. One question, one statement. Then I gotta go.
All I'm gonna say. Let me get you off a speaker first because I've been waiting for it forever.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay, can you hear me?
All right, here's what I'm going to do. Blitz calls. So what I'm going to do, one statement, and then I'm going to put you in there, and then you go listen to the And then you listen to the show and then hear my answer because I want to get through everybody. That's the goal. All right?
Okay, that feels fair.
Okay.
Quick thing, all I want to say is that Ethan's a bitch, and the only time he brings up dead bodies and brings up black people is to use them as a weapon to make a white person look like a racist. That's all I had to say.
Thank you very much.
Amazing.
I don't know what else to say about that, and that's what
I have something to say, but I will not. I will refrain from saying it.
What you think he's doing the right thing?
No, I was just going to make it worse, but I don't want to make.
Don't make it. Don't do that. They just. I'd rather you almost make it worse. Tommy, remember? No, I don't know. I don't want you to make it worse. Remember how salty Bill Burr was and how angry he was. Yeah, I do remember that, and I remember thinking that he was really out of line. I thought he mistreated Ethan, and I still do. I think that was fucked up. I'm not going to that one. One thing, go. 3. Go.
It was terrible. I was so pissed off when Ethan did the thing with Etika, and now he's doing the shit with the actor of Black Panther. I'm edgy sometimes, but Jesus, bro.
Yeah.
Even I have limits.
Edgy. Is that it? I'm blitzing it. All right, thanks. Look, I don't know if it's edgy. I don't know if it's just stupid. I don't know if it's mental illness. I don't know what it is. I just wish it would stop because it's the point where I think it's going to affect other people that work for him because this is not circling the drain. This is a crack opening up in the earth and swallowing everything above it.
Let's be honest. If you're working for H3 Productions, you most likely have no other aspects or you have prospects for jobs. So you should really have your fingers crossed.
You're awful. Bad man. Potato bag, one thing.
Just hello.
Go shoot. We got doing a blitz.
Hello. Yeah. I'm just wondering, why did any of his employees
cutting out?
I don't really know what I'm talking about. Okay, next guy. Sit man, you're on the man. Sit man.
Hey,
Sit
how's it going, man?
Go ahead, shoot.
Hey. Yo, so is Ethan just now just on this whole he can't take any criticism? He's just going to reflect on everybody who makes anything about him. If they're big enough, do you think that he'll actually eventually go after you if you talk about anything that he goes about further on?
No, because
I think honestly, yes. I he's already went after Augie, and he hired that fucking moron, I guess, to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
What?
Starkiller, the guy.
Who?
Starkiller, the YouTuber who he hired.
Oh yeah, Starkiller. Yeah, let me finish. Yeah, that idiot, whatever his name is. That great. We put his name out there even more. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But don't sing it. Bring it if you really want to do that. I don't want him to do that because I'm starting to think there's something wrong with him. I think he's mentally ill, and that's not funny. Well, it is funny, but it's not funny if you're self-destructive and destroying everything around you. Then it's not funny. Then it's like, holy shit, dude. I might not like you, but holy crap.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
The one thing I don't get is he phrased it in a way as which a new thing for Ethan is he can't take criticism, but that's always
been a problem. You think it's been always he used to just blow it off and not comment on it. I think it's a way to handle criticism. There's one way you can handle it. No. Yeah. I don't know what happened. Pharma, go, shoot.
Hi, I was going to ask, because we know that H3 doesn't take criticism well.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say is the best way to handle criticism, especially if you get offended or whatever? How should you handle someone criticizing you?
I think it's all different situations. All right, I'm running a fucking circus. The best thing for me to do is bring out the clowns, I think it depends what Ethan's trying to do, something like change the internet and change the fucking world and make sure all the bad YouTubers are exposed. You can't act like me. So I think it's situational. It depends on the situation. If you're Keemstar,
it depends on the criticism.
Yeah. Well, I guess you could hit. Well, I mean,
it depends on the criticism and it depends on what your platform is. But also, majority of the time, the safe bet is always ignore it. To be honest, it's pretty safe.
All right, how about this? Think about it, just between you and the words. See if it registers. Try to be objective, and if it doesn't, ignore it. Deal with it. If it bothers you, and ask yourself, here's what why does this bother me? And if you find if it's true, do something. There you go. Mormon guy. I know we're friends, but I'm doing the same thing. Spit and go.
Yeah, I feel like he has borderline personality disorder.
I really wonder. I gotta look that up.
This guy was good for 23 months. So you served for 2 years. He was good for 23 months. The last month, he lost his mind, went crazy, had to get sent home, was in psychiatric care for months. So it can go super fast. It can make you really crazy. I had to hide all the knives in the apartment. I think he's borderline. That's my speculation.
Okay. Thanks for the comment. And we'll finish it with high as a kite. I don't want that to be true. All right? I really don't. I almost said something fucked up. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to be a decent human being for a change.
You're supposed to leave that to me.
Yes.
Okay?
You know what I kept thinking of? I forget that soccer player when I first moved here. They found out, like all the English soccer fans found out he was seeing a psychiatrist. So what they do at these English soccer games, they sing songs, and it's usually like the melody of another song, like Guantanamera. And let's say the fucking soccer players was like Billy Smith, and they would just go, "There's only 2 Billy Smiths. There's only 2 Billy Smiths." Every time he got in the field. I thought it was pretty funny. And I just thought of that for Ethan. That's what popped in my head. And I'm like, yeah, maybe nobody will get it either. Last one. Jenna, shoot and go.
Hi.
Hi.
I just want to say I'm a big fan.
Well, thank you very much. I got to go, though.
But I do have something to say about H3H3.
One thing and go.
I think he's a big hypocrite. I think he attacks all you guys unfairly and unjustly. I think he's a bitch. The list could go on.
Well,
but,
I don't think it's unjustly. He has every right to attack us or defend himself or whatever. But he definitely does it stupidly. Thanks so much. And that's it for the calls. Kite, what do you got for me? Because I want to go. We want to work on the story.
Oh, yeah. Do you like waffles?
Fuck you. What is this, 2017? What is this, 2017? 2017? For fuck's sake. Who said it? What did Javago say?
Hey, I have another timestamp for you, Tommy.
Go ahead.
1 hour, 69 minutes, and 78 seconds.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Thanks so much for being. I'm going to college, goddammit! The last show of the week. We'll see you back at 2:30 Sunday Eastern Standard Time. Also look for an announcement on Member Stream on Saturday. I'll be around. Peace.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town to King's home, slapping fives, Blackstone, 6 mile to danger zone.
I honestly think this funny. This was funnier than Ethan's podcast. It had to be.
Don't make
it had to be.
To you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headline.
You're a nerd, Harry.